Alright, so I've been addicted to Lego Fortnite ever since it came out, but even though I personally enjoy the game, I can say without a doubt that this game sucks. The game's getting slow updates where they attempt to make the game better, but I have a feeling they have no idea what they're doing over there. However, this video isn't about me trashing on Lego Fortnite, it's about how it could be better, and what I think needs to be added to it to make it better. We're gonna be starting with my biggest gripes and slowly moving down to just little nitpicks. Alright, let's get going.
Seriously?
Just gonna be straight with you, the new hunting dagger item is actual dog shit. The idea of having a faster melee weapon that does more damage to the enemy when you're hitting them from behind is great, but executed terribly. The best sword in the game does 9 damage. How much does the best hunting dagger do? It does 7 damage, and that's if you hit the enemy from behind, otherwise it does 5. No, I'm not making this up, sadly. The worst part is this isn't the worst newly released item. The real worst is the reflection charm. It's supposed to deal damage back onto enemies that attack you, but there's one issue. It only deals 1 damage. This is not an easy charm to make either. I had to catch 10 Vendetta floppers, which are rare fish you'd only find in caves, to get this. This is actually unacceptable, and I'm sorry, but whoever thought this was a good idea, you're kind of a stupid head. Yeah, I said it. I hope this gets fixed, and I hope better equipment is added to the game in the future. This isn't Battle Royale, people. We are fighting against NPCs. I'd rather have overpowered equipment than equipment that is literally useless.
Okay, I want to go home now.
Traveling in this game is horrible, but you're going to be doing a lot of it anyway because you have to go from biome to biome if you want to progress throughout the game. You could make monorails, but every time I try it, I'd either kill myself or it'd break. I think adding zip lines or rails might fix this, but I'm not sure. Maybe just a vehicle of some sort, maybe being able to ride on animals, I don't know. There's so many things you do, just not walking, please. It takes way too long, and it's boring as shit. Maybe if you can actually find useful stuff around the map while walking around, it'd actually be kinda cool. But this leads me to my next point.
You are worthless!
Lego Fortnite has a lot of chests around the world, even loot llamas. Golden ones too. Here's the thing though, the loot that every single one of these things gives is always trash. When you find treasure in a video game, you're supposed to be excited. In Lego Fortnite, when I see a treasure chest, I just run right past it. To prove this, I went into the Frostlands biome, a terrifying biome where a single slap of a spider can insta-kill you. I walked all the way to the top of this mountain, there's a chest waiting for me at the top. And once I finally made it to the top, I got items you can easily get from the first biome in the game, like the when you start out in. Adding things like swords, pickaxes, fishing rods, axes, fish, and maybe even low-tier charms could help with this. However, I'd mainly suggest adding grapplers to chests. Grapplers require a lot of resources to craft and only have like 20 uses before they break, so having more of them lying around would be extremely helpful.
Is that it?
Don't get me wrong, the builds we have now are great, but there aren't a lot. I think there should be more. For example, a Durburger restaurant would be really cool, but that's just one example. You can do so much with this game, and I hope they actually add more builds to it in the future. But we also need more decorations. Despite there being furniture with multiple different colors, there are only yellow carpets. I don't know why no one decided to make, different colored carpets, but this is a real complaint I have. We also just need more decorations in general, but that's the thing that annoyed me the most, so I thought I'd point it out. Oh, and hey, speaking of builds and decorations, the updated lobby background for this game had various new items in it, such as a sandcastle, a beach chair, a washed up boat, etc. Yet none of these are actually in the game. This was very disappointing to say the least, and if you use them in the background, you should, put them in the game. It feels like false advertisement when the stuff you presented to us just isn't there. Now that I think about it, they actually had an entirely new build. Yeah, in the background of this Gone Fishing update banner, there's an entirely new build that we've never seen before. And guess what? It's also not in the game.
Not this guy again.
More enemies need to be added. It gets really annoying seeing the same skeleton, wolf, crab, and brute model over and over and over again, just rescanned in every biome. The same goes for wildlife. However, it goes more for the enemies. Players should be able to edit the name and icon of their village before and after placing the village square, because after destroying it and replacing it, the icons reset, and naming a village just isn't a feature in general for some reason. Speaking of villages, villagers will visit your village regardless of whether or not it's full. If this isn't going to be fixed, then you should allow the player to invite the NPC to a different village, instead of just the one they are visiting in particular. Also, maybe add an option to transfer villagers from one village to another. That'd be pretty cool too.
You can do better than that!
People have been complaining about this one since launch. We need a way to upgrade our tool's durability instead of just having to craft a new one entirely. Example, if a player has 2 of the same type of weapon, allow them to combine them into one, upgrading its durability.
You think I'm not stupid? You think I'm stupid?
Yes!
Bitch.
Alright, so I actually really like that you could talk to villagers in this game. Some of these little dialogues actually made me smile. But the issue is, these sweet little dialogues are blocked off by them saying shit like, "Hey, did you know that you can find netroot in the caves?" Well, duh, I already beat the game. Okay, that was kind of mean. I get the intent behind this. I'm glad they're trying to help their players instead of just, leaving them be and forcing them to look up everything on Google, cough cough, Terraria. Maybe remove the dialogue option after the player finds netroot for the first time, or add an option to ask for help instead. Because I don't really feel like it's a good idea to have these two merged together. Alright, so that's about it. This was kind of a shorter video. I just wanted to talk about my gripes with this game. I hope it gets better. I want to see it get better. I like this game a lot. But I'm gonna admit, right now, it feels unfinished, it feels mediocre, and it's not really that fun. I know I didn't list everything, so be sure to tell me what you think they should change in the comments, or stuff they should add, I'm curious. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, maybe share the video, and goodbye. And please, for the love of God, fix your Raven team leader, I am begging you.